All right, Nick, let's head down to Knoxville to talk about the Tennessee Volunteers. We have some very interesting news about the Vols today. Maybe not so much on the football side of things, but more of the football operations side of things. A really big achievement that the Vols have accomplished, and I think everybody should be proud of this.
Yeah, Miles, I agree with you 100%. Vols fans should get a pat on the back for the way the organization is going, but I also think it's a great sign for them for the future. But before we get into that report, got a question that I want you, the Tennessee Volunteers fans, to answer in the comment section below. Really interesting one for you here. Who is the greatest wide receiver in Tennessee Volunteers history? A lot of great names to choose from. Two really great ones just entered the NFL. There's one guy in particular who I think personally was fearless. You guys know who I'm talking about. But give us your favorite volunteer wide receiver in the comment section below. All right, Miles, what you got? What's the latest out of Knoxville?
All right, Nick, we are talking about season tickets and ticket sales in general for the Vols. The Vols have a very big stadium. Neyland Stadium has a large capacity, over 70,000, but they have made a feat. They have already sold out every single ticket this season. So I'm going to get into the article now. With kickoff of one of the most anticipated seasons in program history, 100 days away, Tennessee Athletics has exhausted its football season ticket inventory with 70,500 tickets purchased. The sellout figure empathetically eclipses the department's strategic plan goal of 61,000 by 9,500 tickets. The approaching 127th campaign of volunteer football also saw a 96% of season ticket renewal rate. In addition, Tennessee has sold over 9,000 new season tickets for the 2023 season. It marks the second time in the past 22 seasons that UT has sold out of its football season ticket inventory, only 2 times in the last 22 years. Last doing so in August 2016. Last season, the department had a goal of 56,000 ticket sales, and they are eclipsed that with 61,000 ticket sales last season. And the 70,000 mark was not supposed to be hit in their plan until the 2026 to 2027 athletic year, and they've already hit that this 2023 season. So I think that is enormous for the Vols. I think it shows the direction the program is going. It's very good, and the fans are very excited about it. But Nick, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this, and what does this mean for the Volunteers?
Yeah, so I just want to rehash through some of these numbers here to make sure that everyone understands what we're getting at here. Of course, we all know that Neyland Stadium has a massive capacity and well over 100,000, I think 102,000. This is strictly season ticket holders. These are people in today's economy, we all know how that is, who are willing to put up the extra dollars for season tickets to get tickets for every single home game, right? This is a great sign for the lifeblood of a program. This is one of those under the radar indicators that lets you know a program is going in the right space. Because sometimes a team can have a really good year on the field, right? You know, they great run, they win 11, 12 games, or, you know, maybe they win a conference title or whatever, but then they just don't have the ability to keep it going. They don't have the dollars to flow into the program. And of course, when you obviously Tennessee has the boosters, but really the lifeblood of the day-to-day operations is the season ticket holders, is the merchandising, is all of that kind of stuff. That's the reality of what it is. There's only so many billionaires in this country that can write $1 million checks to a program. And Tennessee's got a lot of those rich people, but you really need the tens of thousands of ordinary people investing the dollars into a program to keep it rolling, to keep it going, to build off the momentum. The fact that the Volunteers were able to blow their expectations out of the water, that's like a 12, 13% overshoot, right? And that is incredibly massive when you're already at 60,000 season ticket holders. To get up to 70,000, that is a massive bump. And to me, that's people that believe that what happened last year at Tennessee, which was a really nice year for the Volunteers, that wasn't a one-off, right? Even though their quarterback's gone in the NFL, even though a bunch of the wide receivers are gone in the NFL, a lot of people believe, and I think rightly so, that this volunteer football program is here to stay and will be a top flight contender in the SEC East for a lot of years. Now, the other side of this is that with this great expectations, Heupel and company, they got to keep this momentum going. Sometimes while you're building momentum, if you kind of dip a little bit, you can kind of fall off the rails and you lose a lot of this momentum. But fortunately for Volunteers fans, and we talked about it a lot, and you can go back and look through all our videos about the Vols, they've also been having a really fantastic offseason. The recruiting and transfer pipeline into this program continues to remain strong. Quarterback looks good. A lot of the young talent, especially on defense, is starting to look really good as well. I think everything with the Volunteers football program is going in the right direction right now, and this is just further proof of that.
Yeah, Nate. I think a really big point here is we go into some of the more numbers is that they had a 96 renewal rate on season tickets fans. So that means people are really excited from what they did last year. But like as you mentioned, Hendon Hooker goes to the NFL. Hyatt goes to the NFL. Tillman is in the NFL, but they see the future of the team. They're willing to renew those season tickets and go forward. Plus, they sold 9,000 more season tickets than they did last year as well. So that's a really big step as well. But I think Josh Heupel and co can really get this team rolling because the offense they run is very, very beneficial to the quarterback and wide receiver position. That's why they've always been so successful under him. And I think they have the weapons and the quarterbacks, if we're talking about Nico Yamaleva or however you pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
This team is really set up for the future, and they have about a succession of 3 quarterbacks that are elite level to take this team with them.